All right. Tonight on the Diversified Diecast, we got two more coming up. Pre-filming, like I said, if you will, for the week. I've had this set for quite some time. I got in a trade a while back, and for the life of me, I can't remember what I traded for it, but it was something prominent, if you will, because these things aren't everywhere. I'm not sure when these were released, but what I do love about it is everybody always wants to get Jesse's Jetta, right? Everybody wants that car. Um, Suki's S2000 is also really sought after, and obviously that those two are in here. So I don't know them all, but I do know that Jesse's Jetta's in here, Suki's S2000, Dom's RX-7. I should know this car. I think this is I don't know what this Fleetmaster's from, but and I guess this is some form of a different Charger they drove in one of the later movies. It's got the Lykan Hypersport GT40. Obviously, I'm thinking this one's from The Fast and the Furious. I know I'm up to 5 or 6. After that, I haven't seen the rest of them. I probably don't plan to watch them, like, in a hurry at least. But what I do love about this set is it's basically a Silver Series. Doesn't say it here, but they're a little more of a premium mainline. They have front and rear details. And obviously, there's some select cars in here that I want for my collection. Probably the 4 I just mentioned earlier. Um, this is cool. You can look at them, in this set, and they're all nice and protected. But I just prefer them loose. I don't care about keeping stuff in a box or on a blister or a card. Or the only thing that I really keep in in the blisters and packages, if you will, is a chase variants that I have. And the only chases I have are some M2 Coke product chases. I got 4 or 5 of those, and I have probably I think I just counted the other night 7 or 8 Green Light Cream machines, and I have one Giant Lightning, White Lightning on a trade because I'm just not that crazy about them. They're just not. Some people really like them. They're just not really my thing. But nonetheless, I'm going through, obviously, open everything prior to me doing this on the channel. It's just what I prefer for displays, and I can take them, to work and put them in rotation on my desk and just change things up around here. It's kind of hard to appreciate the model, unless it's loose, just in my opinion. I don't do this for the money. I don't resell. I don't scalp. When I trade, I try to trade as fair of a value as I can. Basically, I'm happy, they're happy. That's what trades are for, right? Sometimes they're in my favor, sometimes they're in their favor. And I give a lot of cars away. You can't keep all these things. You buy a bunch when you first start doing this, and then it just gets to be out of control. And, some people want things a lot more than you'd have, and they appreciate them a lot more than you ever will. So that's kind of where I'm at in the collecting part of Diecast now. But back to while we're having this filmed, we're going to open this set up. Shouldn't be nothing too crazy. My cameraman, who was supposed to be over here assisting, is doing other things in the background. Sorry to yell on the mic, but I asked him to stick around for just a minute, and I guess he's got other pressing business. My older son, he's always got something going on. I asked one favor from him, and he just can't quite follow through. And obviously, he'll probably come in here 15 minutes after the fact, and I'll be done. But I'll open this thing up. I may have to stand up and pause the camera if he's not going to be in here, and we'll get some up close and some turntable of this. Copyright on this, before we get too far ahead, is 2023. So this is available in 2023 or 2024. Not sure. Not sure where you would have got them. I'm not sure if they were online only or they were in Walmart or Target. But here's what's in there. 95 Mazda RX-7, Dom's RX-7, if you will. Honda S2000, Suzuki's S2000. The Mazda RX-8, Porsche 718, Cayman GT4, Ford GT40. The GT40, I believe, is the car that was in Fast 4. Volkswagen Jetta MK3. That's obviously Jesse's Jetta. The 2002 Hummer H1. That's also probably from From Fast Four, I know they were also running around those Lamborghini LM002s. And then you got the W Motors Lycan Hypersport, the 1950 Chevrolet Fleetline, and the 68 Dodge Charger. So, I don't know. We'll see. Let me pause the camera since he's back there doing his own thing. We'll get some up close shots of these things so you can get a better look at them. Stand by. All right, no super particular order, but we'll go in the order off the way of the back of the box. So, the Honda S2000 is Suzuki's Ride. Very iconic car and casting. Always love the artwork on the side of this thing. Very nicely done. Nice temples on the rear. Painted Honda logo. Same thing on the front. There's your base. I have a couple Honda S2000s that are mainlines. Really nice cars. I think they're the same way. I think they have temples front and rear too. Colby will definitely be trying to steal that one, even though that I do. Every time I see that, I got her the 143 scale car from Jada, and I think I have another one of these somewhere that I gave her. Oh, sorry, out of order. So Jesse's Jetta. I do not have this car, so this is a real treat. Little Sparko decal. Everybody remembers the seats he had in that thing. I did not realize that was someone on a rocket. That's really cool. Really? Come on now. Okay, whatever. There you have it. Okay, the RX-8. I don't know what movie this one's from, but what's cool is it's a double diecast. Nice treat. I don't know much about these cars. Remember when they came out, they have like a suicide rear door. I don't know if it's only on the driver's side or if it's on both. I know for sure it's over here. But beyond that, I know nothing about these cars. Never rode in one, never drove one. I know they were popular, obviously, because they were trying to live on with the Mazda RX line, but I don't think it took off like they thought it would. Very nice paint. And that's a great feature too. I love that. Real nice weight. Beautiful. All right, let's see if we can just make a little more room. These guys. All right, next up is going to be the 02 Hummer H1. This looks from this distance like a Hot Wheels Premium, but obviously it's plastic wheels. A little bit of detail on the undercarriage. Flat desert tan. Very nice model. Hot Wheels. Hot Wheels on the tires. Nothing crazy. Very cool. All right. 1950 Chevy Fleetline. I know I've seen this car in one of those movies. I just can't, for the life of me, place which one it was in. And if I remember right, it was on a flatbed or a rollback. I should know this, but I don't. This one might get given away. I just don't really. I mean, I hate to break this setup, but I don't know. It's got cool patina on the car. Something different. It's just not really my thing. Okay. One after this is going to be the Porsche 718 Cayman GT4. Again, another double diecast variant. Very nice. It's a problem with keeping these things in packaging. Get stuff like that on there just from being rubbed around that blister. Okay, Dom's RX-7, Mazda RX-7. I think it was a 95. Yeah, this thing is super cool. I wish they would have made this one a double diecast. This is really the car that should be, you know. Not bad. Okay, 69 Dodge Charger. Plastic base on this one. Really nice bright gold. Really, rear engine. Anybody know which one this is from? Must be from a F7 or 8 or 9 or the one where they take over the world or what. I don't know. This one might be a giveaway too because this just shouldn't be there. It's cool. Good looking car for a mainline, if you will. Still got that right. All right, last two. Ford GT40. Really pretty paint on this car. Good tempos on the headlights. Got one out of place on the rear, but not bad other than that. And last, we got this guy, which is also a double die cast. W Motors Lykan Hypersport. This would be just like a premium if it had rubber tires on it. That's what it feels like. All right, let's go to turntable. Got this one up. All right, stutter step. We need to probably do some favorite picks. Obviously the top three are going to be the cars that are most well known. And I don't know if I had to pick out of these. This is tough. Probably this one because it's so hard to get a hold of. I'm going to say this is number one. This is number two. This is number three. Number four, I like the fact that this is double die cast. Not the best looking car, but it's really nice paint, really well put together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. This is probably number 5 because it's double die cast. 6 for the Porsche. 7, 8, 9, 10. Not like anybody cares, but if you did want to know, that's how I'd pick them. Now we're going to go turntable. All right, Suzuki's S2000. Real nice detail on this car. Really nice paint. I'm glad that they elected to capture all the details, it having tempos front and rear. Very nice. And the scroll work on the artwork is really good for not being a premium. There you have it. All right, Jesse's Jetta. It's a Mark III. Probably my favorite. It's a toss-up between those first three I talked about, but like I said, I don't have this car. I think I have Dom's RX-7 in a premium or something else, but I don't have this car at all, period. All right, Mazda RX-8. Like I said, this was a double die-cast variant. That was a nice surprise. Not sure how they pick them and why they picked them like this. They really all should have been double die cast if it was up to me, but Mattel has their reasons. Paint's really nice. That black is next to perfect on the rear. I like the fade. The blue's kind of light on the front. Like it's almost like they tried to reblend it back to the gray and black on the front and the grille. But pretty nice overall. All right. 2002 Hummer H1. Again, not sure which movie this one's from, but it is put together pretty nice. It's got some nice details on it. The paint finish is really good for a Flat Desert Tan. This thing just does not want to focus. Sorry. All right, 1950 Chevy Fleetline. Again, I can't for the life of me remember which one this one's out of, but I do remember seeing it. I don't know whose project it was or what they were doing with it, but I do remember seeing it. I just can't remember which movie it was in. All right, I wasn't sleeping on this one. It is a double diecast variant, which I do like. But what really kills this car for me is the wheel choice. It's just not. It's not my favorite, like at all. I don't mind black wheels on a white car, but I just don't. I don't think this is the best choice. Still very nice. This is a 718 Cayman GT4 Porsche. All right, 95 Mazda RX-7. Obviously, it's Dom Toretto's car in the first movie. Paint color is spot on. I mean, this car, it looks really, really close to that car in that movie. Again, I wish they would have done something different as far as the chassis on these, making them at least the select cars and memorable cars, if you will, double diecast variants, and none of them are. They're all plastic bases. But they didn't have to give us double diecast bases on any of them. They gave us 2 of them on 3 of them. The Lykan RX-8 and the Porsche. All right, the rear engine Charger, 1968. Again, not sure which movie this one's from, but it's also not going to want to cooperate and not focus, but we'll try to just roll with it. Still pretty nice. I like that bright gold stripe on the back. Wheel choice isn't too bad. All right, Ford GT40. Again, I think this is the one that they slung out of the rail car in the 4th movie. Don't quote me on that. This may be from another one. I'm not real sure, but that's what comes to mind when I see this car related to the Fast and the Furious series. All right. Oh man, got that white. That. There we go. White border collie hair on the script there. And it also moved my silicone mats. Let me fix that real quick. W Motors Lykan Hypersport. I don't know much about these cars. I know they exist. Again, not sure which one this one was in, but I like the fact they gave us a glossy black, diecast base. This one being a double diecast variant. The details on this one are really nice. The car is really put together really well. It almost kind of reminds me of that Koenigsegg that's from that new release from this year, 2025, in the premiums. That one that looks like it's black. When you pull it out of the package, it's like a metallic, deep brown, light black, if that makes any sense. Really beautiful car out of the package. This was no exception. Well, there you have it. I'm assuming this is a 2024 Fast and the Furious 10 pack. No regrets on opening it up. A lot of these I'm gonna love to have in my collection. They'll make their rotation, if you will, throughout the starting lineup to go on some of the displays or garages, or be loose cars for pocket riders or what have you. So that's it for this one. If you haven't subscribed, please do like, tag, share. I still need to work on a Facebook page amongst all my free time, right? But when I get to that, I'll definitely let y'all know here on the channel. I'll drop a link. I'll start learning how to do all the, link on the bottom of the screen, or tap up here. I'm still learning, right? So y'all bear with me. Majorette collections are coming up. Got those 3 that we've had on the desk here, and do the bonus car, Maestro Speed Icon. So stay tuned. Have a good night.